So hello and welcome guys, this is Anton. I'm here to show you how to work on a panoramic photo. I'm here working with Capture One and Adobe Photoshop. So I made several vertical shots that I have here. So in one of the shots you can actually see a person in front of the lens, in front of the camera. So that it's alright, that's no problem. Whenever it's not in front of the people, that should be fine. So I have the file, 6 files selected. I just go and export it. I decided to do by JPEG. So after I have done that, I just go to the folder and we gonna drop it to Photoshop. Now, since this is a big file, your computer is gonna take some time to process depending on what kind of computer you have. I don't have the best computer for working like this with big files, but it's gonna help. So now we just go to Automate Photo Merge. I like to go by perspective so I can see my horizon. In this case, I need to do add vignette removal and geometric distortion. After that, I just put add open files, and voila, here are all of the files that we have on the window. So now we're gonna process it. So you don't have to do much with stitching the photos together. Photoshop does it for you, so it's no big deal. So you just go by OK. Now this is gonna take quite some time. I have iCore 7 computer, and still of that is gonna take some time. If you have a iCore 5, iCore 9 I believe should handle it easier, but in this case it's gonna take quite some time because it needs to process. Now to do any panoramic photos you don't need to have a very pro camera. All you need to do is just photograph several photos of the same place in vertical order and continuous, so you can actually later on stitch them together in Photoshop, which is easier. So now we have the file coming, and it's coming. I'm sorry about the noise on the background, but I'm in a city where actually you can hear a lot of noises, and you can be animals, it can be the motorbikes. It's a lot of things right now. So here we have the panoramic photo. It's all stitched together. You can see what Photoshop actually did. So when we go one by one, this is the layer with the people on here. We can go like this and add the other one. You can see how it goes, and that's it, and that should be fine. So now all we need to do is crop this file, and we're gonna crop it according to what we need only, because we don't need all of this area. So we're gonna crop the side line here, and we're gonna crop this area as well. Alright, so yeah, that should be fine with this photo. We're just gonna press enter, and voila. Now we have the area where this man was walking by, so we just need to correct this part. So we're gonna put a new layer, and on the new layer we're gonna paint the healing. To be able to do that, you just choose the healing tool, and you just go by sample all layers, so you can see it on here. Now we just paint it, and voila. Now as you can see, there are some problems with the texture that we need to fix because we want it as realistic as possible. So you just have to go like this, paint it over and over. Maybe that works, maybe not. If not, we just go like, gonna add some brush, and then I'm gonna clone another area so it doesn't have these problems with the texture. And that should be fine. Let's go by luminosity, and now that should be fine. Yep, that's fine. So now we're gonna work this photo in black and white, which is our next step. You can see in this photo there it has some light areas, some dark areas, areas we need to recover. So we need to focus on the people here, lighten this area, and lighten this other area right here. So we're gonna do the black and white first because we need to see it, how it looks. So I'm gonna go by channel mixer. I'm gonna select green layer. I'm gonna duplicate that one, and the first one I'm gonna use it as a soft light. So after I have done that, I can go by orange. Now that should be fine. Orange, orange, nope, orange. Yeah, that should be fine. So now we are going to work on adding a new layer for the adjustments that we need to do. So we're gonna add a new layer right here. We're gonna darken these areas and here. So on here we put new layer, curves, and that should be fine. That's alright. Now we go to blur, Gaussian blur. Now we can see that 200 is not enough, so I'm gonna put 600 of the value that I need to add on here, so it can look much more natural. Later on I can clean it, that's no problem. And I'm gonna add a new layer again, probably this area and this area again. Oops. Alright, there we go. So I'm gonna add a new layer on here. Same thing, adjustments, and Gaussian blur again. Same value, that does not matter. So we can see that we have some people in here, some people in here, and people in here. So we need to bring them up a little bit, same as on here, and this man right here, and these people right here, and these kids, and this one over here, the plantains, and that should be fine. So all these areas we're gonna adjust it, and we're gonna increase the brightness, and on here we're gonna change the value of the blur. So we're gonna go Gaussian blur 300. I believe that should be fine. So fine, let's see, yeah, that should be fine. So the value that is affecting the people, you can see it right here how it's working. And now I'm gonna add a new layer right here, curves again, and I'm gonna adjust it. So I'm gonna increase the softness on here just enough so I can see this one. Sorry guys. Now you can see how it's affecting the photo in general. You can see how it's looking. Now when we go to the people right here, um, something's wrong here. Okay, so now here you can see the details. This is 100% size of the photo. Everything is in detail. Everything, even the people on the back, and even the guy here. So that should be fine. After this, you can actually add some noise if you like to. So you just go like the Shift Control N, Shift Command N on Mac, and we just go by soft light and fill with soft light neutral, and voila. Now over here we just need to go by noise. We wanna add some noise on here, so I just go by noise, add noise, maybe 3%, maybe 15. That's just too much. 15 should be fine, but it's too much, I believe. Maybe 10. Well, no, let's put on 8. 8 should be fine. And after we have done, we are done with the noise. We just go by blur, Gaussian blur again, and on here we can see how it's affecting. There is no noise when we apply the blur, but I don't want to erase the effect I have done before, so I just go like 0.5, and lets me keep the noise, but I mean just adding a little bit of blur to the noise. So voila. Probably for you it's not affecting much, but the noise is actually what gives the detail right here. If you like to, you can add sharpen, you can add whatever you like in. There we go. Voila, we are done. If you have any questions, anything you would like to comment, just let me know.